Where did the money go?
November 8th, 2022, Nassau, the Bahamas. Inside a luxury office complex overlooking the ocean, one of the most powerful men in cryptocurrency is watching $8 billion disappear. Not stolen by hackers, not lost in the crash, just gone. And the terrifying part, he already knows where it went. Within 72 hours, his $32 billion empire will file for bankruptcy. Within 5 weeks, he'll be arrested. This is the story of FTX, a company that went from a startup to a $32 billion giant to nothing in 11 days. Its founder was called the next Warren Buffett. Celebrities endorsed him. Politicians took his money. Regulators asked for his advice. And according to federal prosecutors, the entire time he was running one of the largest financial frauds in American history. Tonight, we're not just asking how FTX collapsed. We're going to do what investigators did. We're going to follow the money. To understand where the money went, you first have to understand the man everyone trusted with it, Sam Bankman-Fried. MIT graduate, physics degree, Wall Street trader. He slept on bean bags at the office, drove a Toyota Corolla, wore cargo shorts to meetings with billionaires. He said he was only getting rich to give it all away. In 2017, he founded a trading firm called Alameda Research. 2 years later, he launched something much bigger, a cryptocurrency exchange called FTX. The pitch was simple. Crypto was the Wild West. FTX would be the safe place, the responsible one, the regulated one. And the world believed it. By early 2022, FTX was valued at $32 billion. Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen appeared in its ads. Stephen Curry signed on. Larry David starred in its Super Bowl commercial. The Miami Heat's home court became the FTX Arena. Sam testified before Congress. He was, by many accounts, the most trusted man in crypto. And trust, it turns out, is also the perfect camouflage. Because according to the SEC, while the world was watching the golden boy of crypto, something else was happening behind the curtain. Something almost no one could see. Every fraud has a blind spot, a place no one thinks to look. For FTX, it was a company most customers had never heard of, Alameda Research, Sam's original trading firm. Publicly, FTX and Alameda were separate, different companies, different offices, different books. That's what customers were told. But according to the SEC's complaint, the wall between them didn't exist. Federal prosecutors alleged, and a jury later agreed, that Alameda had special privileges no other customer on earth had. An effectively unlimited line of credit, drawn not from FTX's own money, but from customer deposits. At trial, FTX co-founder Gary Wang testified that he was directed to write special code into the exchange. Code that let Alameda's account do what no other account could. Spend money it didn't have, withdraw billions it never deposited, and never, ever get automatically liquidated. A backdoor, hidden in plain sight, written into the machine itself. Which raises the question investigators would soon be asking. If Alameda could quietly draw on billions in customer money, where was it all going? Follow the money. That's what the Commodity Futures Trading Commission did. And what they alleged was staggering. More than $8 billion in customer funds gone. So where did it go? According to prosecutors, The money customers thought was sitting safely in their accounts was flowing somewhere else entirely. Into venture investments, hundreds of them. Stakes in startups, media companies, even a then little known AI lab. Into political donations, tens of millions of dollars, prosecutors said, spread across Washington. And into loans, enormous personal loans to executives, hundreds of millions of dollars. Into celebrity endorsements and stadium deals. And into something Alameda desperately needed to hide: trading losses. Because here's the secret at the center of it all. Alameda, the elite trading firm run by supposed geniuses, was losing money, billions of it. Think about what that means. A depositor puts her savings on FTX. She sees a number on a screen. She believes that money is hers. But according to the government, it was already gone, spent, lent, donated, lost. And the man at the center of it all, he was living a life she couldn't imagine. The Albany Resort, Nassau, the Bahamas, gated, private, home to golfers, pop stars, and the inner circle of FTX. Sam and his closest colleagues lived together in a luxury penthouse, reportedly worth around $30 million. One property in a sprawling Bahamian real estate portfolio. Not one, dozens. 10 executives in a penthouse, running an empire built, according to prosecutors, on other people's money. And while they looked out over the ocean, more than 1 million customers had no idea what was coming. Because 4,000 miles away, in a newsroom in New York, a reporter was about to publish a single article that would bring the entire empire down. November 2nd, 2022, the crypto outlet CoinDesk publishes a leaked document, Alameda Research's balance sheet. And buried in the numbers, a bombshell. A massive share of Alameda's assets wasn't dollars, wasn't Bitcoin. It was FTT, a token FTX had created itself. For 4 days, the story smolders. Then, November 6th. The head of Binance, FTX's biggest rival, posts a single message. Binance is selling its entire position in FTT. It's the digital equivalent of shouting fire in a crowded theater, and the theater empties. Customers rush to withdraw. A trickle becomes a flood. $6 billion in withdrawal requests in 72 hours. And this is the moment the secret becomes unhideable. Because if FTX had customer money safely in reserve, like it claimed, it could simply pay everyone. It couldn't. November 8th, withdrawals freeze. Binance announces a deal to rescue FTX, then walks away 1 day later after looking at the books. November 11th, 2022, FTX files for bankruptcy. Sam Bankman-Fried resigns. And the man who takes over, a veteran who once cleaned up Enron, writes something extraordinary in his first court filing. That in 40 years of restructuring failed companies, he had never seen such a complete failure of corporate controls. Worse than Enron. December 12, 2022. Bahamian police arrive at the Albany Resort. Sam Bankman-Fried, the golden boy who once ran a $32 billion empire, is led away in handcuffs at the request of the United States government. The next day, federal prosecutors in Manhattan unseal an indictment. Wire fraud, securities fraud, money laundering conspiracy, campaign finance violations. But prosecutors had something more powerful than documents: witnesses. Because the people who lived in that penthouse were about to start talking. October 2023, a federal courtroom in Manhattan. The witnesses called to the stand weren't strangers, starting with the former CEO of Alameda, Sam's on and off girlfriend, who had already pleaded guilty. On the stand, she told the jury that Alameda took billions in customer funds and that she did it at Sam's direction. FTX's co-founder, the company's programmer, had also pleaded guilty. He testified about the code, the special privileges, the backdoor he said he was told to build. The defense argued Sam never intended to steal, that it was mismanagement, not fraud, mistakes, not lies. The jury deliberated for less than 5 hours. Guilty on all 7 counts. March 2024, the sentence, 25 years in federal prison and an $11 billion forfeiture order. He appealed, arguing he never got to tell his side. In June 2026, a federal appeals court upheld the conviction, ruling that taking customer money is fraud, even if you believe you can pay it back. Which leaves just one thing left to answer. The question we started with. So, where did the money go? After the trial, the bankruptcy filings, and years of forensic accounting, we can finally trace it. According to prosecutors and court records, the $8 billion flowed into 5 places. Alameda's trading losses, hundreds of venture investments, real estate, political donations and celebrity marketing, and loans to the executives at the very top. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. In the years after the collapse, the bankruptcy team clawed money back. They sold the ventures, sold the properties, recovered the homes. One early bet, a stake in an AI startup, turned out to be worth many times what was paid for it. Starting in 2025, FTX customers began getting paid back. By 2026, roughly $10 billion had gone out the door. Most made whole, but at 2022 prices. The money, it turns out, mostly came back. The years didn't, and the trust never will. It collapsed because of the oldest trick in finance. Take money people trust you with and quietly use it as your own. The same story as Ponzi, the same story as Madoff, only the technology was new. Money is only the consequence. Trust is what was stolen first. Follow the money. Expose the truth. This is Fraudology. The biggest scams are the ones you haven't heard about yet. And somewhere, another one is unfolding right now. We'll see you in the next investigation.